Now, the United States has canceled the scheduled arrivals of new refugees into the country, and this comes after President Donald Trump's executive order that aims at a crackdown on illegal immigrants entering the U.S. Now, in an email, the U.S. State Department said that all previously scheduled travel of refugees to the U.S. is being canceled. It also asked the United Nations not to move refugees to transit centers. However, the State Department added that refugees already resettled in the U.S. will continue to receive services as planned. State Secretary Marco Rubio said that the U.S. will no longer undertake any activities that facilitate mass migration. Trump's executive order stated that he is suspending refugee admissions as of January 27th. While ordering a report on how to change the program by giving greater involvement to state and local jurisdictions. Now, on Wednesday, the U.S. Congress passed President Donald Trump's bill aimed at the detention of illegal immigrants accused of theft. The bill was passed after 263 House of Representatives voted in favor, while 156 voted against the bill. Interestingly, several Democrats also voted in favor of the bill.
This is a good bill. It's a common sense law enforcement bill. Simply states, minor level crime now, local law enforcement can contact ICE to get these people detained, processed, and deported. These people, these criminals that come across that inflict violence on American families, they just get more and more emboldened.
In the midst of this, the Pentagon has deployed 1,500 soldiers to the U.S.-Mexico border. It has also added that it will be providing military aircraft for Department of Homeland Security, and that will facilitate in deporting 5,000 detained migrants. And furthermore, the soldiers will also be assisting Border Patrol agents in the construction of barriers. In addition to this, the Trump administration has directed prosecutors to criminally probe local and state officials that are resisting immigration enforcement efforts. Trump's officials said that state and local authorities must cooperate with the immigration crackdown or face federal prosecution if they fail to cooperate. Meanwhile, several migrants stranded in Mexico are now fearing for their safety, and this comes after Trump administration canceled the appointments made through the CBP One app launched under the Biden administration. And hours after Trump's inaugural address, a migrant from Honduras was stabbed with a knife and was later taken to a local medical facility.
The thing that happened yesterday was that there were some robberies. My Guatemalan friends were robbed, and honestly that makes me a little scared. Not only me but the rest too. We are 3 relatives, we are 3 cousins, and well, honestly that scares us if we go out looking for work late or walking in the streets.
Meanwhile, Poland has asked its citizens to return to their country following President Trump's crackdown on immigration. Poland Prime Minister Donald Tusk has directed several Polish consulates to prepare for the possible consequences of the new U.S. administration. Now, government estimates suggest that around 10 million Americans with Polish roots live in the U.S. Furthermore, about 50,000 undocumented Polish people live as well. And for more on this, our correspondent Susan Terani sent us this report.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt confirmed on Wednesday that the Pentagon is indeed deploying up to 1,500 active duty troops to the U.S. southern border to support Border Patrol agents with logistics in that area, transportation as well, and also construction and barriers. Now, this move is part of U.S. President Donald Trump's plan to crack down on immigration, which he campaigned on before assuming office. These troops will join the approximately 2,500 National Guard and Reserve forces, which are already at the southern border. It's unclear whether or not they'll also be involved in any new enforcement, as this would be a significant departure from their typical role. Now, the deployment is expected to, as I mentioned, support Border Patrol agents who are struggling at this point to cope with migrants seeking refuge illegally here in the United States. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.